Ladies, the number one reason that you know that he is just not into you is because he doesn't even call you to check up on you. Let me give you a few scenarios, lady. So let's say you guys are talking to a guy and so forth, and you tell him, he calls and you're like, hey, I don't feel good today and so forth. And he's like, oh, dang, okay. You know, what you gonna do? Just lay there, you go get yourself some soup. Ooh, first of all, I just told you I'm sick. If you're into me, then you would say, hey, is there anything that could I bring you some soup or is there any, or how can I help you or something like that? You know what I mean? Is there anything I can do? And if he's pretty much saying, oh, you gonna have some family do it for you, or it's like, he ain't about to go do nothing for you. So ladies, definitely see that as a red flag, okay? Or even let's say later on that day, you get no phone call. Most likely because you're sick and you can't provide something for that person. You can't provide it for him, so he doesn't want to call you at all because you already done told him earlier you sick. So he like, I ain't gonna be fucking with her right now, meaning like I ain't gonna be talking on the phone with her, or I ain't gonna call her to ask her to come over, or I ain't gonna, see if I can go, because that's not his intentions was never to really be serious. When you're serious about someone, you check on them, especially, also, here's another example. You know that they're going through something. Even if it's emotionally, they could have had a bad day or something, and they don't check to say, hey, you good? That's what a friend would do. Nigga, you not my friend. You ain't even my friend. You won't even say how you doing. I know that you were feeling sad or that you're going through this situation, and you won't even call and check on me. You ain't even my friend, because my friends call and check on me. So why would I even think that you're going to be a good man for me? If I sit up here and say I want to be with you, you won't even bring me no soup. Or if I come home and tell you I've had a bad day, you're not even going to check on my emotional state. You're genuinely not doing that right now. So you really don't care about me. And that's, ladies, that's letting you know he's not that into you, because he's not checking on to see how he can help you feel better, or your emotions, or whatever the case may be. And you don't need nobody like that. No. Okay. So that's the first reason to know that someone's just not into you. Okay. Also, going back to, no, that's going to be for a different one. So, number 2, he never takes you out. Every time you guys want to hang out, it's either turned into some type of phone relationship, and they may use quarantine and all of that as an example, or their funds or whatever. But there's always some type of reason or some type of excuse why y'all cannot go out. Or they always just want you to come to their house, or you're allowing them to come over to your house. That's going to have to be a whole nother girl talk about people coming to your house and so forth. However, anyways, you deserve to go out. You deserve to be dated. You deserve to be courted. Okay. And if this person doesn't even want to take you out anywhere, it's either this person is broke. So are you broke? If you broke and he broke, what y'all gonna do? Rub some 2 pennies together? I'm not saying don't make it, I can make it work with him and all that. Women are always trying to make it work. The men must make it work. Okay. Not like that. I don't want to make it sound like such a blanket statement, but let me just say it like this. We, as women, oftentimes we're the ones often putting a lot more energy into the connection, and men, they can get the back seat, and it's like, oh, it's okay if he's not taking me out on a date. Boo, you want to go to that new restaurant down there where they got the cool drinks that they're pouring, and the dope ass aesthetics and everything, and it's like, you can't, this dude may not even take you to Applebee's. He might not even take you to Taco Bell. He wouldn't even get you no can of soup from the grocery store. Remember in number 1? So it's like, if this person isn't even taking you out on a date, a proper date, an actual proper date, to show that you are worth being pursued, where you can get dressed up, where he can see you in all your glam and your beauty and so forth. Not saying that when he met you, it wasn't all like that, because of course, something about you got him attracted to you. But you see what I'm saying? When it's date night, it's like, hey, spice it all up and have fun. And if y'all not even having date nights, then your relationship is definitely going to be boring. All right. You're going to be, where you going to be all the time? At the house. You're going to be at the house all the time, because he don't ever want to take you out. He could be talking to Ashley and talking to whoever else, and he doesn't want to bump into them, or whatever the case may be. Something else is going on, sis, if he is not taking you out. Or if he does take you out, it's the bare minimum. Like I said, it's like, okay, y'all go out, but you can't order this, or it's just the small things. It's lunchtime, so we going out. He purposely wants to take you out during lunch so he can get the lunchtime prices, stuff like that. Okay, ladies, and let me tell you, everything I'm saying, okay, I have been through. I'm only speaking from experience, okay? So let me just tell you, it's now time for me to I'm going on 38 years old, been divorced twice, okay? I have 4 teenage children, and it's like, let me give all of these ladies these gems so they can come up on their relationships and realize their worth and so forth. So anyways, let's jump to number 3. Whenever y'all talk, you are the one that's always talking. Let's say you just meet a guy, right? And you guys are always on the phone. Let's say he calls you. Let's say, sis, he is actually calling you. You like, oh, snaps. Okay, he calling me all the time. He interested in me. But then when y'all get on the phone, it's just dead silence. You are the one that have to keep the conversation going. Or it's like he's not talking enough. Or even if he is talking, let's say he is having conversation, his conversation is super surface. You could be going all deep and telling all about yourself, but then when it comes to his turn to talk, it's just super surface. He's not going deep. He's not saying anything about himself. He's just letting you spill all your beans about you, so he can know exactly who you are, so he can know possibly exactly how to play you, so he can know exactly how you feel, because you telling him, oh, I was at work today, and can you believe my boss did so and so and so and so and so? And then you're telling him how you responded and so forth. So now he knows how you respond to things or how you react to things. Okay, so now he's gleaning from the words that you're saying, sis, and he's knowing how to use what you're saying to maneuver around y'all connection. I'll say it like that. It's like, are you mute? Do you not talk? Or are you just a surface level person? And if all you want is surface conversation, sis, that's cool. But I'm pretty sure you want something that's deeper than that. You want something that's deeper than that, right? So if you're talking deep, you ask him questions, which is another one. When you ask questions, the person may divert. You could ask them something simple like, what's your favorite color? And it's like, well, I want to know your favorite color. Answering questions with a question, that type of stuff. And it's like, hi, and you may answer it and it may not really trigger you like, okay, oh, he just wants to know my favorite color. No, sis. He can answer what his favorite color is because you asked him a question, because we're adults here. So once he answers your question, then he can say, oh, my favorite color is green. What's your favorite color? Then he doesn't have to divert it directly to you. It doesn't matter what you're asking. If someone can be upfront and honest, sis, run for the freaking hills, because that's a red flag that this person may be trying to play you. Or they're just not that into you. Or whatever the case may be. Okay? And then for the number 4, or for one of the another reason, there's so many, so I ain't gonna say the last reason, but another, talking about the phone, he doesn't call you at all, sis. If you have someone where you are calling them more than what they call you, he's not that into you. He there's something that you may think that you're the dopest person ever. Excuse me, but there's something that this person just isn't interested in, because obviously they're not calling you. If you're texting Grand Rising in the morning and then it takes them, 2 hours to hit you back, and they say, oh yeah, good morning, or how was your night, or it's kind of like that dry conversation. Nah. Once or twice, okay, because maybe they were in a meeting, maybe they were doing something, whatever the case may be. But overall, no. And it should be, okay, he's texting me a few mornings, grand rising, okay? And then it's like, oh, I'm texting him a few mornings, grand rising, and it's an equal back and forth. If that's not what's happening, if every single day you're telling him grand rising, go ghost. You need to ghost his ass. So he's like, wait, I didn't get my grand rising text from Nicole today. Because Nicole learned that you ain't texting her grand rising. So Nicole has learned to pull her energy back. That's what's going to get the attention. So if they're not calling you, if they're not texting you, or they're giving you bare minimum conversation, sis, they're not into you. Or either they're into other, they may be into you, but they have you as an option, and they're entertaining Sally, Sarah, May, and everybody else. Okay? So, and you're just an option, and it's a rotation. So therefore, he's not giving you as much time as he's giving Tamika over here. Tamika may be busting it wide open, and you could be a good girl, and he may say, you know what, I'm going to just be with Tamika while Tamika busting it wide open for me, but you over here, I know I want to be with you, but they're not giving you that attention. So it's just kind of like, they thinking you're always going to be in that rotation. And it's like, nah, ladies, you have to know your worth and your value. And you can't be afraid to stand up to anybody, man, woman, it doesn't matter. You can't be afraid to stand up to anybody and check them and put them in their place properly, because that's the only way that you have to be your own security guard. You have to be your own interview, so to speak. Like, you coming into my world, let me interview you. What? Not like literally interview you, but you have to be paying attention and listen to the words that they say. You have to be gleaning from their conversation. Don't just be so happy that you're in their presence and talking to them. Baby girl, you are the prize. You are the prize. They should be happy that they're in your presence. Okay? Not saying don't be happy that you're not in their presence, because if you're a goddess and they're a god, okay, and that's how y'all coming together, y'all should it should be equal. But if you're always just so caught up in the fact that, ooh, he's so fine, and ooh, he got this and all of that stuff, you're only looking at the surface things, and you're not going deep into how he's really showing you how he feels about you, and he's showing you with his actions or lack thereof. So ladies, this is how you know he's just not that into you. You guys can book your girl talk sessions down below, and we can chop it up. If this sounds like you have been in any of these situations, I will be back in the next video. I'm Nayla Latrice. Peace.